Hello folks, and welcome to the yoga bus, the chaos that is the yoga bus right now. It's a little bit here, there and everywhere at the moment, but I really wanted to come on this week and show you how far we've come. Now, the last few weeks, I've been really enjoying making some nice videos with lots of editing and nice voiceover. But this week, I don't have time. I really don't have time. I'm just so busy. So it's just a really quick update. Now, when I say we, I really mean we. I want to say thank you and show my gratitude for the power of friendship. Particularly this week, the power of my friendship with ADK of Life Uncharted. I will put the link to his channel down in the description if you want to go and check it out. Now, if you have been watching, you know how slow the progress on this build has been. It's been over 2 years. It was 2 years in May since I started this build, and yeah, I had all of my electrical components, but I wasn't confident enough to fit them. I had asked a auto electrician for a quote. He never came back to me. And yeah, I was beginning to give up hope of getting that in anytime soon. And then AD came to the rescue. I had asked him, can you help me with my electrics? And he said, yes, of course. He'd done them in his van. But when he came, if you saw the last video, so he came, God, was it just over a week ago? God, we've been working so hard. It seems like so much longer. When he came, I didn't have all of the parts that I needed. We didn't have fuses. We didn't have an RCD for the 240 volts. I didn't have my solar switch. But AD was determined to get it done. Absolutely determined. So also, along with the power of friendship was the power of Amazon Prime. I mean, I don't know how I feel really about the fact that you can have stuff delivered the next day with regards to the damage that we're doing to the planet. But yeah, it saved my ass. I do apologise for my dogs barking. That's what they do. Yeah, so we just got everything that we needed delivered, and AD worked his ass off for 2 days straight getting the electrics done. He also put my gas in. The bottle's out at the moment, but he put my gas in, so I have gas. Here's me making my first coffee. AD asked me to film it for his channel, and I was so concentrating on filming, I just was an idiot. Watch it. Right, here we go. First coffee in the van. This is massive. I'm so excited. Right, I gave my new hob a clean. What a twat. So let me just show you a little bit more in detail. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Yeah, oh, you can. The light is okay. I've already shown you this is where a dropout. This piece of wood goes in this little hole so I can access the dropout. There's another dropout in there. This is just a bracket to secure my cylinder, and I have a bulkhead regulator that can handle propane and butane, so that I have the option of changing between the two bottles. All nicely done with copper piping, a manifold coming off here goes to my oven. This goes to my hob, and so I can isolate them. I can turn them off and on separately. And then, yeah, this is called a pigtail hose, and that connects to my gas bottle. So a pretty simple system. It works. It's awesome. So before I turn the camera around, electricians out there, I am going to tidy the cables up with cable clips, I promise. And I'm also going to put shrink wrap on the big 70mm cables. I'm waiting for them to arrive. It is happening though. They're not staying the way that they are. I understand completely that it's not good. So with that caveat, let's turn the camera around. There we go. There's my 305 amp hour Drift Eco Fogstar blah 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 battery. Then these are like the said fuses, and oh, this is what we also had to get on next day delivery was the bus bars. That is my solar switch. That means I can isolate my solar and turn my solar off. This is a switch that can just stop power from the batteries. And this is my Victron MPPT. So this is my solar charge controller. This is my DC to DC charger. So this is taking power from my alternator when I'm driving to charge my battery. And this beast here is my Renogy 2000 watt inverter charger. So this allows me to use 240 volt power, so my plug sockets, because obviously it's a 12 volt battery, so I need to convert the 12 volt direct current to 240 volt to be able to use 240 volt. I have a ridiculous amount of power. So I've been looking at the app. So I can, on my phone, I can monitor how much charge my battery has, how much I have coming in from my solar, how much I have coming in from my DC to DC charger, and it tells me how long I have left based on what I'm using at the moment. So at the moment, I'm just mainly using lights and charging stuff, and it's telling me that I have 10 days worth left of power. But man, we've been running the Hoover. We even had a heat gun going off the 240 volt. I am sorted for power. I can go for days and not have to see anybody. Shall I show you the light? Look, it's such a simple thing, but it makes so much difference. Ready? Ta-da! And I have a little reading light. Ta-da! If I long press it, it comes on red. I love red light at night. I find it really soothing, but I just need to definitely avoid dogging areas. So, what more? Today I have been applying marine varnish to all of my woodwork because I've stained it a really lovely rosewood colour, but it's a water-based stain, and I've noticed that any little splash of water on it and it just runs off. So particularly in this cupboard here, this is where my water is going to be stored. It's going to get splashed and I want to protect it. I thought, what better way to protect it than with marine varnish? Because that stuff is meant to be on the deck of boats. So, you know, it's got to do the job. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep. Oh, I'm not going to be able to sleep in here tonight. I'm going to have to sleep in the house because I've got to get another coat of that on tomorrow. It takes 12 hours to dry. I have also been painting my cupboard doors, ready to go on. Yeah, I think that's where we're at. And now I've got to crack on again. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much to AD. Really, I don't think anyone's ever done anything that nice for me. It means so much. Now it really feels like I'm almost there. I've only got the garage to build around the electrics and some cupboards to go above here, and my overhead cupboards, and then finishing things like putting the floor down. I can see light at the end of the tunnel. I really can. And then also I'm heading up at the end of this month to see my really good friend's Catherine and Mark, because Mark, bless him, is going to fit my diesel heater. Well, I'm going to help him, I hope, because I would like to know exactly what's going on. So again, the power of friendship. Really, guys, we can't do this alone. You know, I am single and I have every intention of it staying that way. But you need good friends. You need good friends. We can't do this life by ourselves, really. I mean, I think our modern culture is so individualistic. And don't get me wrong, I think it's really important that we recognise our rights as individuals. But I think it's even more important that we recognise that we need each other. We can't do these things by ourselves. The power of friendship. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to follow my journey with converting the yoga bus and then taking it on the road, then please hit subscribe. Remember, folks, all roads lead home. Make sure you're on the one you want to be on. Take care. Mwah.